Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. Today we're going to talk about a perfectly average lad, bigger than anyone could realistically ask for, and it's got a great personality. This average-sized boy is the Fidget Fly Quad, and this is a $20 3D printed trainer from Fidget Fly. Now, I know there's going to be someone in the comments, so I'm just going to say it now. No, the glow mod is not better than this. Shut the absolute living hell up. I do not like you. Anyway, this is a fully original 3D printed design with actual metal weights and hardware in it compared to the glow mod, which is a blade and off-the-shelf glow sticks. So maybe think about what you're actually getting before you start attacking other people for their value proposition. Okay? Okay. To the rest of you that are a little more open-minded and actually have a bit of a brain going on, this is the Fidget Fly Quad, as I've said, and I'm going to introduce you guys to it. Now, Fidget Fly claims that this is the first mini Balisong trainer, which, maybe he just didn't know that the 51 Spyderco Balisong with the rings at the end, keychain Balisongs, and especially the Max Ace Laron, the little guy that Will reviewed, exist, because that claim is just, demonstrably untrue. Did I use that word right? Maybe. I don't know. Provably untrue, but weird marketing aside. Actually, no. Weird marketing still here. The website also says this is built specifically for enthusiasts who are getting tired of their typical trainers or are looking for something truly different. ... Continued. This product was specifically designed to be the most fun and refreshing flipper on the market. I don't know about that. I think that's some lofty marketing. I wouldn't exactly call this refreshing, but we'll get to that later. But that's a lot of opinion stuff. Let's get to more objective stuff. It's built okay. I mean, the first one that I got for review broke when I was making a video, and I would have released it anyway, because, I gotta tell you guys what my experience is with some of these, but he had already released the V2, which promised to fix the issue with a different geometry around the pins, and that should make it more durable, hopefully, ... Haven't tested it because I didn't want this to also break while I was making a video, but it's survived some drops, so hopefully. The V2 also introduces more colors and this cool carabiner clip, which we will get into later again. For what you get, this tiny little, average package is perfectly flippable. Way more flippable than you would ever expect. And I'm not saying that because I'm just compensating. I genuinely mean that. You look at this thing and you don't expect it to be able to do the tricks that it is able to do. I'm able to do chaplains, rollovers, full twirls, scissors even. Basically, most things I can do on a regular Balisong, with the notable exception of choker fans and Z-chokers, which on this thing just feel wrong somehow. I don't really know how to explain it. But otherwise, it's shockingly flippable if you change your flipping style enough, because you have to flip a little more gently. Can't put as much force into it. Once you get used to it, though, it's surprisingly flippable, which is why I didn't do a first impressions video, because I really didn't like this thing out of the box. I thought it felt weird and uncomfortable, but now that I've gotten used to it, it's like, hey, it's not the worst, but what it is, to me, is a fun little toy. This carabiner clip, which is $1.50 extra, which, I mean, fair. Although, when the custom version is $24 compared to the normal version's $20, you can pay $4 extra to get the different colors and all that. Why not just make it $1 more and include the clip, considering that it's such an integral part of the design now, and is one of the best use cases for it, putting it on a keychain and flipping it. I don't know. I think that's what should be done. Again, I'm not making the product. I'm not the one marketing it. What I am is someone who's reviewing it. Well, not reviewing it. Blade Bias isn't reviews, but I'll make a video about that later. The finish of the 3D print is not the best. There's some rough areas that could use a bit more finishing. Feels like metal that just needs to be sanded down. Nothing too crazy, but not the best feeling. But again, it's $20. I can't really complain. But this thing just kind of feels like a little toy. It's a publicly decent flipper. you can flip it kind of anywhere, and it's not going to have all the satisfying, it's not going to have the satisfying punch that a normal Balisong is, but it will scratch that itch. I see it in the same vein as I see this, my beglery bracelet, because being a bracelet, I can get it anywhere. This goes through TSA, no problem. And it gives me that experience-ish of just doing something fidgety. It scratches that itch until I can fidget with something a little more satisfying and to my taste. And that's exactly where I see the fidget fly fitting. It's not the best flipper in the world, and it certainly is not the most fun and refreshing flipper on the market. In fact, what's really refreshing about the quad is going back to a normal Balisong, because normal Balisongs, after flipping the quad, that is the definition of refreshing. They feel amazing. Oh my gosh. But I'm not harping on it. I genuinely do like this thing, because it's just like, it's a good public flipper. If you need something that you can flip basically anywhere that will scratch the itch that flipping a bigger Balisong would, at least temporarily, this is totally it. You slap the carabiner on it, throw it on your backpack. In fact, I totally intend on doing this until it inevitably falls off, because I always lose keychains. Throw it on your backpack, and then if you're ever in a place where you really want to flip, I mean, it never really happens to me, but I know there are some people in this community that just want to flip all the time. This will give you a good enough experience until you're in a place where you can flip an actual Balisong. Because again, for being so small, it's surprisingly flippable. I can flip this way more than I really expected to out of the box. And that's just kind of how I see it. The channel comes together in a really interesting way with this like spiral of a blade, which, by the way, the blade, more comfortable than you might think because it's flat down here at the base. But it integrates into the channel in a really nice way. Like, I'm squeezing that like really good in a way that would probably break if I put that pressure on the pivots. And nothing, it's pretty solid. So it all fits together in a really nice way, and for $20, you're getting a pretty interesting little original design. I mean, metal weights and all. It's not going to replace your main flipper. In fact, I see it as a way to kind of show you just how good your main flipper really can be, because like I said, it makes any Balisong feel amazing when you go from flipping this to flipping your main Balisong. But the inclusion of the keychain takes it from something that I never really saw myself doing anything with besides putting next to my computer and flipping absent-mindedly in my offhand because I didn't have anything else around at the time, I guess, to now being something that, yeah, I'll throw it on my backpack until, like I said, it falls off or I lose it, and flip it sometimes. That's perfectly reasonable assumption. So good job, Fidget Fly. Thank you for sending me two, like I said. And yeah, good design. It's a fun little flipper. It's never going to be someone's first flipper. I really see it as something that someone gets to add to their collection, but play into the uniqueness, play into its, like, how unique it is, like Firefly does. BB Barfly, sorry, are not competitive flippers, but they are super fun, and they play into that, and it's great. So as long as you do that, I think you can be successful. So that is the Fidget Fly. Oh my gosh, I can't remember its name. Fidget Fly Quad. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Fidget Fly for sending it out for this video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Later.